Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Ooh, the juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You can look at this Bronco defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. To the air with McCarthy. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 70
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go, Shaq. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Touchdown! Ty Felton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
It is so difficult to run the ball against that defensive front. They make short gains like that feel like 10 to 15-yard runs. Everything.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. McCarthy off the play fake. There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Nix from the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's good.
His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
A gain of a yard.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ready?
To throw is Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Chase, the motion man right. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. He's across midfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
His throw incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
He'll try to do it himself. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Tyler's back.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
Second straight week, he's forced to fumble. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Pushes past him. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now they can't bring him down. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. First and 10, it's Bigsby. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, now McCarthy. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
From the shotgun, McCarthy looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Again, it's Harvey. Broken tackle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Nix. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like... And he lost the football! The Broncos say they have it. They do! Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. To the air with McCarthy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nix to the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Nix going to give to Harvey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Toss to Harvey, running right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now it's Nix. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are back within a score.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Here's McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by Bass is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And that big fourth-quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. High school coaches used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff running through the middle. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. That one finds Pierce right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jamar Chase from a yard out. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Throw left side, complete. That's Franklin. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
7-yard loss.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Back to throw. Nix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun. Nix. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Nix once more. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Harvey. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here it is, 4th and inches. They're going. It's Nix. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1-to-5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1-to-5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota